with those words and not willing to take too much of the time between you and Swamiji, and knowing very well that Swamiji's time is also precious for us, we would like that our participants get most of the benefit from his lecture today. Swamiji has been kind enough to bless the DTRT Lucknow with his lecture earlier also, and today we are extremely proud to have him here in this webinar meeting. So Swamiji, it's all over to you.
Thank you, sir. Who spoke actually, Arvindji?
Yes, Swamiji.
Arvindji.
My pleasure, Swamiji.
Okay, thank you very much. And then I hope you're all not tired because morning, I think it started sessions. Before lunch, 2 sessions, and after lunch, 1 session is already over. I hope you are not. And last session is really, you get tired physically, mentally also sometimes. Listening also is not so easy job to do, my dear friends. And it not easy job. So with that note, I just welcome you all with a happy new year. Let all the troubles that humanity had faced in the year 2020 be come to an end in this year, and let there be more and more peace and in harmony. Let economy grow in the world. Let health of the people improve. Let the jobs be restored. Let everything come back. But of course, in the process, whatever lessons that the nature wanted us to learn, may we all learn the lessons, and may we protect the Mother Earth, protect ourselves, protect the beings, sentient beings on planet. So with that intention, with that note, I'll start today's lecture. Of course, I told you already, wish you a happy new year 2021 with your family and friends. I hope you are not tired, my dear. I know, because I have also been a speaker and I'm also a listener also. But then I will not bore you. I'll use my presentation. My topic today is spirituality and peace of mind. So I'm sharing the screen, mine, so that I think you can all see. Are able to see my screen? Please respond.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, able to see.
Yes, Swamiji.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It gives me today great honor. I feel so happy to meet all the top guns of income tax across the country. And of course, your department is very important and useful, and the key department for our wealth management and the prosperity of our country. May I also pray to God that may your work become smoother and smoother without any tussles and hard work. I know it's a lot of hard work. It is not easy for your department to work. May your work become easier as the days goes by. Thank you. Today, friends, I will be speaking role of spirituality in peace of mind. See the slides. I made some slides, and I think it will be interesting for all of you. I hope so. First one is need of spirituality. Lot of questions. Can we mute other mics? Okay, thank you. If you can mute all other mics, I think it will be good because I'm getting echo here. Okay, friends, thank you. The need of spirituality. People question why spirituality, but of course that notion is going nowadays because we know the value of spiritual science and how much it helps us. Let's see some points in need of spirituality. Number one, spirituality is a science of self, your own self. Whatever you are, we are all first primarily human beings. Still go deeper. We are mental beings, mind level. Still go deeper. We are essentially conscious beings, And still we go deeper. We are that essence, the core, the pure consciousness that we are. Ultimately, it deals with us, with that real self, real I. Who am I? Second point is, spiritual subject is that science which deals the lower with the help of the higher in us. What is the lower here? The mind, sense organs. These are lower. Body is the only toolkit. We need to keep it healthy, of course. But body cannot act independently without the intervention of mind and sense organs. So lower is mind and sense organs, which are always trouble us. What is the prime enemy for us, for all of us? Our mind, friends, our mind. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. बंधन का कारण भी मन ही है और मोक्ष या सुख का कारण भी मन ही है. तो मन ही बंधन कारक है. If you don't know how to handle, Bhagavan Krishna says, if you don't know how to handle the mind, that mind will trouble you. If you know how to handle your mind, that mind becomes your friend. So spirituality will teach us how do I handle my mind, my emotions, my weaknesses, my strengths. That is the subject, and which is very essential. And third factor is spirituality explains also all that is beyond the field of senses, meaning Atindriya Vishaya. In Sanskrit it is called Ati Indriya Vishaya. It is beyond the cognition of sense organs. Like for example, love. You take love. Example I'm telling you. Any emotion cannot be cognized through sense organs. It's a feeling. Similarly, all that beyond the sense organs, imperceptible to senses, they all come under the field of the spirituality, which deals with it also, higher aspect. And spirituality is the only thing which integrates the outer and inner. Otherwise, I don't know. I see what is the problem with all of us is, all of us means in general humanity, is that we are unable to live with a coherence. The outer and inner balance. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Equanimity is yoga. You know, I don't know how to integrate. Integrate means what? Between the, I must live harmoniously with the outer world. Yes, outer world will have a lot of discrepancies, lot of problems, but spirituality will tell us how to get back to that balance. That is subject. And another important point is it empowers us physically, mentally, and spiritual level, or intellectual level also. It empowers us. You become whatever you are, you become a better person in that role as a father, as a mother, as a son, as a brother, as an income tax official, higher officials, you are all citizen. Whatever role we are playing in the world, you know, we empower ourselves in a beautiful way, a right manner. And this is very important. Spirituality is the only subject in the world which tells us, which teaches us how to handle ourselves first before you handle your teams, your colleagues, your subordinates, your superiors, your family, the society around you, the people around you, in fact, the people management, all that I can manage, missions, men, everything outside, outer world I can manage only when I know how to handle myself first. My emotions, my anger, my greed, my desires, my restlessness, my agitations. If I know how to handle myself them first, then I can handle the world better. See, if you want to be a good manager or good official in high income tax, you are already, of course. But then you want to be still better, because there is no excellence is a moving target. Perfection is not an achievement in one day. It's a scale, a moving scale it is. Spirituality, and unfortunately, friends, the youth you take, children you take, we don't teach them how to handle themselves first. And we want them to become great managers to handle everybody. So everybody in the world is getting ready to handle everybody else. They don't want to handle themselves. And therefore, we become miserable people in the world because I want to control the world. I don't know how to control my mind. And the seventh one is very important. It helps us discriminate between essentials and non-essentials. And this is a great art. And just now I was listening to our Dr. Rai's lecture, Himanshu Rai, I think, if I'm correct. So his lecture, the ethics and morality. So that is what we call ethics is called dharma. Dharma is appropriateness. In one word, it is called appropriateness. What is appropriate in a particular time and place? This appropriateness is what was demonstrated by Bhagavan Krishna in his life. Appropriateness. So what is appropriate in a given time? It could be war. It could be chopping off the head of somebody. That is dharma. It's not that, I hold on to one value irrespective of desha kala parasthiti. That is wrong. Sometimes it becomes problematic. So therefore, what is essential and what is non-essential? The difference spirituality teaches, because spirituality sharpens my buddhi. Buddhi is a discriminative faculty. And so I'll be able to discriminate between good and bad in spirituality. I'm just talking about spirituality. Then we'll come to my peace of mind, role of the spirituality in peace of mind. Then another one is spiritual thinking. I tell you, friends, it's the greatest shock absorber. I know you will have some tremendous strength in yourself that you can bear any nonsense that is happening in the world. If it, you can be shock absorber. It is. You are not disturbed. Bhagavan Krishna says, that one who is not disturbed by the world, one who doesn't disturb the world. It's very important. It is. Lokanno udvijate chayah, yasmanno dvijate lokaha, lokanno dvijate chayah. Very wonderful thing. Yasmat lokah na udvijate, lokat api na udvijate. See, that because of whom the world is not agitated, disturbed. Some characters are there. Wherever they go, they disturb everybody around. Everybody gets agitated mentally. Bhagavan said that should not be there, and it should not be agitated by the people also. That mental power, mental energy, the dimension of consciousness is triggered through spiritual thinking. It places you beyond, it places you above all, yet it makes you efficient in whatever you do. And at a higher level, it digests, it absorbs, transforms all the negative thoughts, viral thoughts, which are coming from all directions. It's like you are like a factory of purifier. You can, any thought, negative thought may come into the environment of your own aura. I'm using aura word here. Your own mental aura, mental zone. You know how to convert it. It just simply gets dissolved. So you cannot be corrupted by anybody's thinking, negative thinking. You will not be carried away by anybody. So when I'm not getting carried away by everybody's negative thoughts, I'm protected. My mental balance is not lost. So all these things are very essential, and that subject which gives us all these things is not economics, is not any other physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, any other subject what we are studying. They don't touch these aspects. These aspects are dealt only by spiritual science. Economics you take, commerce you take. I studied income tax, for example. Okay, that is required, but it doesn't insure me. It doesn't secure me. I'm getting disturbed. I'm worried, anxiety, stress and strain, jealousy, hatred, comparison. All those negative thoughts will come. Don't compare. Look up to somebody if you want. Looking up to is different from comparing myself with someone else. So these are all, and it will make you universal in your thinking. Like our Raji was talking just now, the speaker before. No, let everybody be happy, not alone me, not alone my wife or children, not my only neighbor and relatives. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. You become universal in your thinking. You carry your department with you. You carry the welfare of the department, welfare of the office in which you are working, whichever division you are working, whichever location you are working. And simply you radiate those thoughts. So that is spirituality. Now, especially in pandemic, we have not seen such kind of a pandemic anywhere in the history, because earlier pandemics also were country located maximum. But this is the thing where, because of global movements and global travel, global is village now. And I tell you, this is the first time in the history of mankind tasted what is called pandemic. Horrible. We have seen so much of panic across the world, even now. So many people died, financial losses, economy has gone down, jobs are lost. So many troubles, so many troubles. So now, pandemic of fear started. We are just coming out of that fear mode. 4 or 5 months back, it was in peak. Pandemic of fear. And pandemic of uncertainty. Even today, because of new strain from UK. We don't know how that will spread, how fast it will spread. Hospital beds, medical facilities, structures, and vaccine has come now, but vaccine, how much effective it will be? When will be my turn to receive vaccination? Who knows? It will take time. And so many theories on that vaccination also. 3% reaction, 10% reaction, some people, some places, reports. Uncertainty is there. And insecurity. Financial insecurity. Lucky that government has not cut the salaries of people, but private jobs and so many other small companies have gone down. I know so many people. You also know, you are in income tax department. You know how much you are postponing this entire income tax, the submission of IT returns. You know that otherwise July tak to you would have been after everybody. By July 31st, you should submit. Maybe 1 month extra, maybe 2 months extra. Now I mean extended, I think January 10th tak extend kiya hai. Where is the income? How to show? I mean, how to show means where is the income? And so many laws and so many LAWS and so much of loss, LOSs. Friends, actually, in the end, we will see what is it I can do as an individual. So now a caution, 2 facts of life. This is very essential. Please share this with your family members, children, your parents, anybody, everybody. This is your mind is energy field. We're all connected. I'm now right now connected to all your minds. I can feel it. We may be physically separated, but we are all mentally one. Our mind unified field is now at one particular node, in particular direction, in one particular not direction, in particular degree of vibration. We are all set. We are all united mentally now. It may be virtual. So two facts are what? First one, you attract what you fear. So don't fear. मेरे कोरोना हो जाएगा, कोरोना हो जाएगा, कोरोना हो जाएगा, कोरोना, और यू आर डूइंग एवरीडे जपा मॉर्निंग टिल इवनिंग, कोरोना कोरोना कोरोना, वो आ ही जाएगा ढूंढ ढूंढ के आपको. However much we are taking care, we don't know how it comes. So many families told me, Swami, हम घर से बाहर निकलते नहीं, we don't go out of the house. I don't know, whole family got it. Whether through milk packet or through mirchi, हरी मिर्ची, or through सब्जी और धनिया पत्ता, पता नहीं कैसे आ गया है. Or through vegetable, we don't know. We are very extremely taking care. And on the whole, you are fearful also, you are attracting it. You are sending signal. Whatever you are fearful of, that you are attracting. Today morning, somebody came to me in the morning, one physiotherapist. He was talking about me a case where that gentleman is having a fear that I am getting heart attack. So every time he goes to hospital, मेरे को कुछ हो रहा है, I think heart check कराओ. Doctor says you are fine, you know, psychological feeling you have, but he's inviting heart attack every time. So, you know, Shubha Chintan, always auspicious thinking is required. So do not fear of anything. Mentally shed fear. Be alert, but shed fear. Second fact is, important thing is, you become what you hate. Suppose you hate a quality, a guna, a durguna. You hate a quality. That quality of person I don't like. And you are so much hatred here. Through hate, actually, you are inviting. You imitate, you hate, and out of hatred, you may imitate to show it to others how bad he is. Eventually, I become what I hate. Certain thing I don't want, that alone comes to me again and again. I don't want to see the person, the face of the person, that person alone comes to me in front of me always. जिसका चेहरा मैं देखना नहीं चाहता, उसी का चेहरा बार बार वही आता है आदमी सामने, और मुझे विश भी करता है. He doesn't know that I hate him. So these two facts very important. A Tibetan master gave. Therefore, please avoid about to, especially these times, and we are prone to them. Okay, friends. Now I'm going to mind. I have to tell what is mind, what are the problems of the mind, and then how to control the mind. That is my topic. So what is the spirituality? The dimension, 10 points I gave you. Why it is necessary. The wrong thinking that spirituality means मरने से पहले बाइबल या गीता खोल के देखो. That's not the thing. Okay. Friend, there is so much literature is available on mind. But spiritual dimension. What the great masters, spiritual masters, rishis, awakened souls, enlightened beings, they say is that they say mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. Mind is flow of thoughts. And brain is not mind, brain is hardware. It's necessary, but the mind is software. That software cannot work, even though software is good, if the hard disk is not functioning properly, or desktop is not available properly, it cannot display, it cannot function. So mind is defined as flow of thoughts. And they are going in all directions. And second thing is, example is given, river. As the water, so the river. If waters are speed, river is speed. Waters are slow, river is slow. Waters are clean, river is clean. Waters are muddy, river is muddy. Waters are red color, river is red color. As the water, so the river. As the thoughts, so the mind. The thoughts are beautiful, mind is beautiful. Thoughts are agitated, mind is agitated. Thoughts are negative, mind is negative. Thoughts are positive, mind is positive. Thoughts are brilliant, mind is brilliant. So therefore, what is thought now? Energy. Each thought is energy. So what is mind? A pool of energy, reservoir of energy. Please pay a little attention, sir. It's energy. Actually, it's a huge energy. I have seen, there are some mind practices where they can bend the spoon by looking at it. They can move the objects on the table by looking at them. They can demonstrate in front of you. They practiced it. How to use mind as energy. So mind is energy. And what is thought then is unit of energy, a small packet of energy. And this small packet of energy is actually going in all directions, because my thoughts are not in unidirectional flow. They go to past, they go to future, they are in the present, they are sometimes motivated up direction, they are sometimes they fall low thoughts, high thoughts in all directions, positive thoughts, negative thoughts, past, present, future, in all 365 degrees, these thoughts, 360 degrees, sorry, 360 degrees, these thoughts just fly. Plus positivity and negative thoughts, everything, all kinds of thoughts we have. Sometimes I'm inspired, sometimes I'm depressed. That means energy is really, it's a mixing and then confused. एक ओर से एक धक्का मारो, दूसरा दूसरा में कहां जाएगा? It's suffocating actually. But exhaustion is taking place. So old ancient thought is energy follows thought. Suppose you think 10 times. So 10 units of energy has gone in the direction of the thought. Therefore, when you say that I can do well, I will do well, I will do well, sincerely with intention, then you are actually pumping energy in the direction. And mind control, Swami Vivekananda says, to me, education means teaching concentration. Vivekananda says, if you ask me to become a teacher, Vivekananda said, I will only teach the children how to concentrate. I'll train them. Train in what? How to focus, how to concentrate. That's it. Rest of whatever they want, they can achieve. Once I teach them concentration, how to focus, they can focus on mathematics, science, social studies and botany, zoology or mathematics, whatever they want, they can focus. Art of getting the knowledge, I teach them, he says, full stop. What do we do in schools and colleges now? Without teaching concentration, without preparing them mentally strong beings. Marshmallows theory, you can see in YouTube. Marshmallows are very sweet, that sweet that are available. And then they are put a bowl of marshmallows, very, very tempting for children. And the cameras are fixed. Children doesn't know. So children are asked to go. 2 minutes you sit in the table and in the chair. 2 minutes you sit. Don't eat marshmallows. If you don't eat marshmallows, I will give you another 2 cups of marshmallows if you can resist temptation for 2 minutes. You see the videos, interesting videos. somebody touches, somebody licks. They can't control. Somebody said, I can't control. Within half a minute, he could not resist that and just swallowed one. Or we can see that we can laugh at the children's behavior. They are children. A 6-year-old, 7-year-old, boys and girls are tempted. Even a 6-year, 5-year-old. But when we teach the mind right from childhood, when we are just how to focus, full stop. Job is done. It's only an application. I divert the mind toward physics, I get the physics. Wonderful. We're actually handling energy every moment. Okay. Now, let's see. Very, very interesting. Thoughts and individuals. There is a rain here where I'm talking outside the room. So in case you listen some kind of disturbances in audio, it could be the rain. Just started, rain started. Okay, friends. Psychology mentioned that if every positive thought is there, one positive thought and one negative thought you will get, then you are called a balanced individual. Suppose, I will complete all my pending work today. Positive thought. One negative thought will come. No need to do. Tomorrow also I can do. What is there? Why should I hurry? When nobody else is hurrying. To whom should I prove my sincerity? I'm already working since 20 years, 25 years in the department. Nobody recognizes me. So one negative thought I got. No need. Okay. You are a balanced individual. Suppose 2 negative thoughts for every one positive thought. It's called irritable personality. You get irritated within yourself. Once you get irritated, when I'm irritated within myself, I irritate everyone around me. So I can be irritated easily by others. I can irritate others. I am irritated by myself. Uncomfortable I am. 2:1. 3:1, I become unstable. 3 negative thoughts if I get for every positive thought. I will go to office on time today. No need. Pagal hai kya? No need at all. Nobody is going. So 3 times I got. So negative energy, one energy is a clockwise, for example, positive, 3 बार negative में घुमा रहा है हमको. I become unstable individual. And fourth is PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. 4:1. For every one positive thought, 4 vigorous, powerful negative thoughts are coming. After seeing any experience, after seeing an incident, I get negative thoughts 4 times. Why that much, friends? Suppose I like aloo fry, potato fry. So I gave instructions that whenever you want to make potato, fry. But one day you saw potato is not fried, it is boiled. Because like regularly I'm now used to eat potato only, I like fry. Once I see the boiled potato, I immediately 1, 2, 3, 4 negative, because that is unpleasant experience for me. I just come under stress. कितने बार बताऊं आपको, ये बनाना नहीं करके, I don't like, I don't want it, this get take away. और कुछ बनाया कि नहीं? मैं कुछ नहीं बनाया, नहीं मैं खाना नहीं खाऊंगा, होटल में जाऊंगा, बाहर में जाओ आप सब लोग, मेरा ख्याल नहीं रखता कोई घर पे. Come under stress. Why? Because unpleasant. ऑफिस में होता है ही. Not ending, my dear. 5:1, man in depression. 6:1, borderline personality starts cracking. 7:1, it's a severe condition of personality disorder. The traits are different. You may not speak to anybody. You may sit in one corner. You may not be comfortable. I don't know. It's completely aloof you are. 8:1, psychotic. And 7:1, suicidal tendencies also start. Or psychotic we become absolutely psychologically gone case. So friends, research has shown that most of the humanity are living at PTSD condition now. Post-traumatic stress disorder, that means 4:1. For every one positive thought, there are 4 negative thoughts. That's why meditation. That's why spirituality. That's why to understand the life in a wholesome way. That's why to shed glamour. I'm a Swami. I can have one glamour. I want glamour. I'm a Swami. There are so many people touch my feet. Babaji Namaskar. And I can get into that mode. I simply refuse to behave normally with people, with love and kindness. I show my glamour. I'm somebody. When I'm walking, move away, both the sides. Give me the way. Stand on both the sides in a queue. It's another madness it is. If I insist all that, if naturally they show respect, a different issue. That from their side. But on my side, I'm quite normal. I'm a human being like you. You are all with me. I am with you all. We are all sailing in same boat. We are all humanity and human beings at the same period of time in the history. We are all sharing the globe right now, the resources of the earth. We are all responsible for the condition of the earth. So we are all same boat. We are all same boat. I may be playing a role as a Swami. You are playing a role as an income tax, a government servant. Somebody else is playing somebody role, doctor, chartered accountant, but we are all humanity, responsible to protect the earth, responsible to contribute something positive for the ecology of nature. So if that thoughts I have, I'm very happy inside. No glamour, position, seniority, age glamour, money glamour, that is wealth glamour, position glamour, post glamour, POST, official post. Which post you are in, that gives you glamour. So friends, unhealthy conditions of the mind. What are they? Results of lack of confidence. 5 things I'm going to show you. 5 or 6. Meaning what? Absence of composure in the mind. Bhagavad Gita speaks about it. Gita speaks about it. Composed. Be composed, Arjuna, be composed. Lack of cooperation. What? Mind doesn't cooperate with us. I will say something to the mind, Buddhi says something, mind says shut up, I will not do. Concentration, as I mentioned already, mind is dissipated, thoughts are dissipated. Why? I'm not living for an ideal. My ideal is only limited to myself or my family at the most. My house, my family, my children, my money, my property, my savings, my comfort. So my ideal is only that much. Consistency. Where I am not trained my buddhi. My buddhi is not trained well. So buddhi has no ideal. Any goal, any understanding. So everybody is earning, I am also earning. Everybody is purchasing car, I am also purchasing car. Everybody is constructing house, I also purchase a house. Everybody is competing with others, I am also competing with others. Everyone is dying out of diseases and I am also dying out of diseases. Everybody is dying, I am also dying. So actually, I am in such a kind of unwanted comparison. Not that house is not necessary, car is not necessary. I am not saying that. We are actually swept across by the currents of total psyche. Somebody like Vivekananda jumps out of it, like Yidhi Krishnamurti jumps out of it, Swami Chinmayananda jumped out of it, the pattern. They look at it. What the hell we are doing it? They have changed the direction. So clarity. Lack of clarity is the result of non-agitated mind. Sorry, lack of clarity is the result of agitated mind. So many temptations are there for us. So I'm suffering. And last one is creativity in expression. In your department, so much of planning goes on, I tell you, my God. So much of work. It's not one. Each one cannot say, I can be efficient. No, you can be efficient only when others around you are efficient. Because your efficiency is depending on others also. I am in between. So unless the whole department is efficient, the result won't come. When file comes to me, I will clear it in one day. For example, I'm giving you an example, an old example. When let the file come to me, I will clear my deck in one day, suppose. But file has to come to me, no? And my subordinate hands over me 108 files one day. Impossible to clear 108 files one day. So I will take about 15-20 days to clear them. Then my backlog increases. Somewhere in the bar. So unless the entire, therefore, no, my creativity in some cases is depending upon the total teamwork. But I must be creative in my own place also when the work comes to me without depression. I must do at least what my job is, whatever I can do, independent of others. What is my duty, which is not linked. Some things are linked to others, some things are not linked to others. It's all discipline, it's all understanding, it's all samajh. So mind says, what is peace of mind? Peace of mind is what? Lesser the thoughts, more mind is peaceful. When I say that, lesser the unwanted thoughts. I am talking to you. So there is a fountain of thoughts are arising in my mind. Now my mind is swimming through Gita, mind is swimming through Mahabharatam, through so many stories. So it's okay, fine, no problem. But after the talk, mind goes unnecessary past or unnecessary future anxieties or excitement in the present. then I'm disturbed. So Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, you will get param shantim adhigacchati. Supreme peace you will get only when you understand life as a whole and you know how to generate thoughts which are required with respect to your duties and not generating all unkind of unwanted thoughts are not coming into the mind. So the healthy mind. In the deep sleep state, there is no mind. Deep sleep, not dream. So you're absolutely peaceful. Whole body revived, the nervous system revives. You become fresh after 5-6 hours sleep. You say became fresh. So throughout history, in fact, only one thing is a trouble in the planet: mind. Mind only. Our some president, US president doesn't want to give up. Mind problem. By graciously accept. People don't want me. Move away. But mind doesn't accept. It's a prestige issue. Glamour. And old people, friends, when you become old, when you get retired, when you become old, and when you become old, you know, I'm just giving you a warning. People may not like you. Your own family members, okay, वो एक कोने पे पड़े रहो, 75, 80 years. It's okay. You are not non-participative. You're an old man. That's okay. It's eating in the chair. They give you food. That's fine. You get your pension. Okay. You maintain your health and live life. Okay. People may not want you. Because that means what? They may meet all family members, grandchildren, and everybody will meet in one room. They make their shore machate rehte apna. Suppose you go to that room to just spend time with the energy, young energy of the people, youth and children, and your sons and daughters-in-law, or daughters and sons-in-law, all of them. The moment you go, the topic changes. And slowly we find sometimes that they vacate that room. And they go and gather other room and they just show bachate rehte. How to live gracefully in old age? Graceful aging, wisdom. And when you gracefully live, you know, the entire aura changes of the house, and people will come, respect you, they talk reverentially. You also don't bore them, don't question them much, don't inquire into them, just wish them all the best. So mind is a problem. For all the humanity, what is the problem? Our own mind is a problem. If you are handling the mind, you are a boss. You are a great, most happiest person in the world. If your mind troubles you, you are the most miserable person in the world. If my mind is troubling me, I will be in a horrible condition. So first one, treat your mind as a separate entity from you. I am not the mind. See, friends, remember, please remember. Suppose you get angry. Don't say, I got angry. Anger is in the mind. I am consciousness, which is above the mind. So when you separate the problem is in the mind and not in me. Bhagavan Krishna says, Natvaham teshu te mayi. Natuham teshu te mayi. I am not in them, they are in me. So meditate. You get so much peace of mind. Separate the problem. It is in the mind, not in me. I am consciousness. I am pure. I am eternal. Second thing is, if you want to control your mind, become constructively busy. in the waking plane. If suppose some people can meditate, I cannot meditate, doesn't matter. Get engage yourself in busiest work. In reading good books, completing your departmental work, or reading good books, or serving some people, or learning something, or working out something and practicing some skills. Become busy. When you become busy, mind will not have time to go to past. Mind will not have time to imagine future, project to future. These kind of problems will be solved. Friends, with all my love and affection, I'm telling you, please focus, learn the techniques. Just don't suppress the mind. Regulate the mind. Calm the mind. You will enjoy your life. I'll give you an example. I was working as a business manager long back. I'm talking 30 years back. When I got a job, me and other colleague, both of us same batch. We were in Hyderabad. So it's a big company, medical company, pharma company. A lot of money was there. We used to get good amount. But my priorities are different. My family, in the sense, mother, brothers are there, younger brothers, everybody, all studying, youngsters. So I am supporting them. So my priorities are different. My colleague is such a nice person. So after 2 months or so, one day we meet regularly for our meetings in a big restaurant. We met. So everybody used to order their drinks. I never drank, so I was just waiting there. A nice colleague, very nice people, very nice people. Even now we are in touch. So that fellow said, colleague said, in those days, I'm talking 88, 89. In those days, if you purchase a refrigerator, बड़ी बात होती थी. किसी ने घर में फ्रिज खरीद ली, वो बढ़िया है यार, फ्रिज खरीदा आपने. So it was a great honor, a great achievement. तो उन्होंने कहा कि बैठे बैठे मैंने फ्रिज खरीद लिया. I heard it, that's it. There's no reaction in me. तो आज one colleague, senior colleague told me, मेरे और देख के बोला कि देखा, इन 2 महीने में फ्रिज खरीद लिया आपने कुछ नहीं खरीदा. What are you doing with your money? He asked me. See, he purchased, how much his wealth is gathering. He is earning and saving. I smiled and said, I don't need fridge. He needs it. I don't need it. Who is more happier? Suppose, लोग चिड़चिड़ते रहते हैं. लोग कहते हैं कि ये मांग लो, ये खरीद लो, तुम भी ले लो, हम भी ले लिया, तुम भी ले लो. ये चाबी देने वाला लोग दुनिया में ज्यादा है. If you know your mind and your requirements, simply you tell, I don't need it. My needs are different. How can you compare me because you purchased a fridge is great? I did not purchase, therefore I am a fool. पागलपन है, दुनिया ऐसे ही है. भैया चक्कर में मत पड़ना है. Instead of that, become busy constructively. No time for all this nonsense. Somebody purchased a great car, a 40 lakhs car, 50 lakhs car. ठीक है, खरीद लो. How great he is. You give false values, give unnecessary things, value to all those things. So become busy, my dear. Become busy in studies. Good books are there. Before we get older and older day by day, study, gain knowledge, become peaceful, meditate, serve. Wonderful. So I always say MYOB, mind your own business. It saves you from many unwanted pitfalls. Even in office, at home also. So when you speak less, there are less chances for quarrels. Mauni. The more you speak, chatterbox, more chances are there for you to invite troubles to yourself. मजाक में भी किसी से बोलेंगे कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा, वो उल्टा समझ लेगा. फिर 1000 बार बोलो आप सॉरी भैया, मेरा मन की बात सुनो, ये वैसा मेरा भाव ऐसा नहीं था. ये मेरा विचार नहीं था भैया, मैं ऐसा नहीं सोच रहा था, गलत समझ लिया मुझे, सुनेगा नहीं। And another thing, if you really want peace of mind, find a right anchor. It could be Guru. In fact, anyone who can guide you in life spiritually, ethically, morally. He could be a your own officer in the department, spiritually balanced, well balanced. He may guide you, but have right anchor, a guru, to refer to him whenever you are in doubt. If you want to be peaceful in life, draw your own positive rules of life. ये ऐसा मैं जीऊंगा, ये मेरा निर्धारण है, ये मेरा जीवन का विधान है, मैं ऐसा जीऊंगा. So build life based on principles. Read books that transform you. मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं आप सबसे. Oh yes, you know your department is very busy department. I know that. ऑफिसर का बहुत टेंशन होता रहता है आपको. And throughout the year you are busy. Something or the other, some target, something, some submission, some. Your work is different. So IT department is busy department. Nobody is there, leisurely sitting there, calm, very, very busy people. But can I request all of you? Take out 15 minutes a day to read 2 pages per day from any good book. Page number 1 and 2 today, 3 and 4 tomorrow, 5 and 6 day after tomorrow, 7 and 8 next day. 300 pages, it may take 150 days, 6 months, 5 months, let it be. 5 months I completed a book. Pick up another book. Daily 2 pages. A medicine, a dose. It could be a great spiritual text or a very, very good books which transform you, which pump into you a good enthusiasm, energy. Don't read some books, read that disturb you, that agitate your minds, that fuel passions and lust and greed and hatrediness. And if possible, 5 minutes solitude in a day, 10 minutes solitude, alone, no mobile phone. It could be your meditation time or just reflection or yoga time. Sometime question yourself, what am I doing with my life? I am not going to be permanent in the post, income tax department. I will retire. मैं ये भी कह देता हूँ, रिटायरमेंट के बाद सारा सब कुछ खो जाएंगे आप. मीने your position, post, glamour, everything will go. You are IPS officer, IAS officer, income tax officer, I should IRS service, anything. The moment we retire, the glamour goes away. And so many people get into psychological troubles after retirement. So every day, some meditation you do. So 4 benefits, friends. Quickly, I'm going through. It brings synergy between head and the heart. I'm not explaining. I think you will understand. Brings a close network between your actions and goal. What is your goal of life? What are you doing in the present to reach that goal? Action and goal. Action अलग है, goal अलग है, goal अलग है, action अलग है. लक्ष्य के अनुसार हमारा कर्तव्य, मेरा काम नहीं है, कर्म नहीं है, तो वह कर्म मुझे कभी भी लक्ष्य के ओर ले नहीं जा सकता. लक्ष्य को अनुसंधान करते हुए मेरा कर्म होना चाहिए। Bring harmony between you and your family. Dissolve conflicts intelligently. At least you don't become the cause of the conflict for your peace of mind. And bring cohesiveness between knowledge and practice. What you have gained in life, what you are able to practice, bridge the gap slowly. So the last slide, closing thoughts. Study great books regularly, which I told already. Reflect them deeply. Analyze wisely. Then tread the path, whatever has been shown in the beautiful books, cautiously. Implement precisely. Some problems will come en route. Endure them courageously. Grow in life fearlessly. In your department, lot of fearlessness is required. If you are scared, then you may not touch certain communities, certain individuals in society. You should be fearless, and it's a great job. Contribute liberally your thoughts, your ideas, love, concern, kindness, compassion, and little wealth, of course. Whatever you can help is financially, poor people around you. You don't have to run somewhere to help someone. Around your vicinity. Whatever we can take care of immediate people around us. That's what I have been doing, especially in pandemic. Poor people are plenty. So help them. Thank God that you are capable of helping little somebody के घर में आटा नहीं है, चावल नहीं है, सब्जियां नहीं है, पैसा नहीं है, कुछ दवाइयां चाहिए होती है, ठीक है. What small help you can do? I know so many families. They are employed. They are not. The workers are not coming, but full paying salary. Drivers are not coming. Some families are paying the driver money. Somebody we can afford to pay him. He may not be coming, but we will pay money to him. Some people, some family I know, they gave the flat 20,000 rupees rent or 25,000 rupees rent per month free to somebody because he lost the job in the pandemic. He said, I can't give, I can't go. Where will the family come and naked out? I can't be so merciless, he said. So it doesn't matter, Swamiji, Bhagwan denge, let them live in the house. He has lost the job. Where will he pay money? Okay, this is a time for me to help humanity. I can afford. Lead efficiently. Everybody is a leader in your department. Means all of you are listening, at least leaders. There are many people, officers under you, office sub-officers, whatever the ranks are there, up to clerk and then peon and attendant. So under you, the entire team, lead them efficiently with these values, what you have learned through study of great books. Live lovingly. Our Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji says, to love and get loved is the greatest fulfillment of life. You see, in Bhaya Bhakti, दोनों चाहिए. Elders के प्रति Bhaya Bhakti. Bhaya Bhakti means what? There is a fear born out of respect and love and reverence. Not fear out of born out of worry, anxiety, not that kind of fear. Out of reverence, a kind of respect comes out of it. Reverence because of your greatness. So if you are living like that, subordinates will be respectful towards you. People will love you. Colleagues will love you. Your bosses will like you. And you will immensely gain peace in the mind. And your family members like you. Sarvani bhutani abhivanchanti. All beings love you, desire your presence. Such a life is a wonderful life. And God made you all in this department. He gave you a job of income tax work. It's an occupation. It is for living food, taking food, survival. But that is not permanent. You are permanent. You as a spirit, more permanent. So I take this opportunity again to thank you all. Wonderful being with you all. May God bless you all with long life, good health, prosperity, both material and spiritual. Thank you. Arvindji, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Hari Om.
Well, participants are requested to raise any discussion that they would like to raise at this time based on Swamiji's guidance in this session on role of spirituality. Swamiji has given a wide variety of inputs and techniques and understanding related to mind and how the mind is to be ultimately managed, because mind being the truant and at times. So friends, anybody who would like to say anything at this point of time? Kindly unmute yourself and speak your words. Anyone who has anything to share or to suggest?
Don't force. They are happy. No need for questions. Relax.
No need for any questions. You have to just share your views. That's all. All right. In that case, I would like to request my additional director, Shri Himanshu Pandey, to propose a vote of thanks.
On behalf of the participants and members of the DTRTI Lucknow, I offer my sincere thanks to Swami Chidrupanand Ji for his enlightened words. In the present time, it is very difficult to attain a body, mind, soul equilibrium, and he has guided us in much needed time when we all are trying to achieve some sort of equilibrium. If we attain peace of mind, the peace of mind itself leads us to the path of spirituality. It is often said that प्रत्येक जीव एक अव्यक्त ब्रह्म है. So we have immense possibilities in ourselves, and if we achieve peace of mind, we can achieve many things which we perceive as difficult to achieve. We again thank you, sir, Swamiji, for your enlightened words. And all of us would certainly get benefit from the views that you have expressed. It is really very, very difficult to understand and pursue the path that you have shown to us, but we will certainly try and do some endeavor in that direction. I once again thank you. Thanks a lot.
I also would like to thank Swamiji for
Swamiji, the essence of a lifetime of the knowledge that you have accumulated and absorbed, you have tried to give it to us in course of a period of about 90 minutes. I believe that these are drops of nectar that have come to us that will go a long way to help us in improving ourselves. So on behalf of the entire Income Tax Department, as well as on behalf of DTRTI Lucknow in particular, I extend my heartfelt thanks once again to Swamiji for having blessed our all participants.
Somebody
Thank
else
you
was,
so much for being with us.
one madam was speaking, someone was speaking, about to speak.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
can
Swamiji. Yeah, I am Sumati Venkatraman.
Yes, Sumati.
And yeah, yes, sir. I am from Bangalore. Thank you, Swamiji, for your discourse. And the most important thing which we should practice is uncluttering our mind. Unwanted thoughts should be removed. That practice is what we all require in this present situation. Thank you very much, Swamiji.
Thank you, Sumati ji. Thank you very much.
Thank you once again, Swamiji, for having joined
Shall
us.
I leave? Take leave. You can continue if you want.
Thank you,
Very
Swamiji.
grateful to you, Swamiji.
Thank you all. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om,
Om.
Swamiji. Friends, we have come to the end of today's webinar, and we move on to a small valedictory session. And as part of this valedictory session, we'd like to invite some of the participants to speak their mind, because this is the time when you can just speak your mind openly, express yourself, and let us know how did you feel in the course of the day. And if you have anything to suggest to us, or if you like to encourage us, encouragement is something which is always very, very important for all of us. So please speak something. Particularly, I would like to hear from Mr. Ajay Atri. Sir, you have been constantly attached with us whenever we hold any webinar. So do say something at this point of time for encouraging us, or otherwise to suggest us something. So please unmute yourself and say something.
Yeah, good evening, and thanks for specially giving me this opportunity to share my views. That was a wonderful session. When I got the format that spread over the entire day, then there was a little doubt and suspicion that whether that much session is actually required. But actually, after going through all the three sessions, at the end of the day, you really feel enriched, and all the practical things and so many things are the real practical takeaways. All the three speakers, the eminent and specialists in their field, they really presented the best they can. And as Professor Roy has specifically told that we have to do the 100% and try to give much more than that. In fact, that we have actually experienced from these three eminent speakers. Wonderful effort by the DTRTI Lucknow, and I'm sure that this particular course should be done more frequently and should be so the frequency should be more with the different speakers, of course, so that more and more officials and staff and officers get benefit of this. Wonderful effort.
Thank you, sir. Of course, we would like to cover other topics related to soft skills like team building, communication, and vast variety of other topics like adaptability, change management, and of course, how to laugh, humor, and other things which are absolutely very, very essential, as has been pointed out from time to time. So,
Yeah.
friends, anybody else? We are all ears.
Thank you very much,
Good evening,
Arvind
sir.
Mishra ji. I am M.K. Pandey. I would like to extend my thanks to entire DTRTI Lucknow team. Now that the department is going through a stressful period because of in a complete paradigm change in the scenario, I think this type of training, this type of lectures would certainly go to encourage us to adapt to the changed scenario, and definitely it is going to help us. Please continue with more of such trainings in future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, of course, we are encouraged to hear these words and enthused to perform even better for all our participants. But we'd like to hear more. Mr.
Sir, I'm Ajay Kulkarni here.
Thambi Murugesan, would you like to say something? बोरकर सर, आपको तो सुनना ही पड़ेगा आज, प्लीज. मैडम पूनकोड़ी. Okay, Mr. Manav Bansal, sir.
Sir, good evening, and thank you so much for holding this webinar. In addition to what my earlier speakers have said, I would like to add, sir, the soft skill seminar which we had today had the taste of more of flavor of a spiritual angle to it, which is the most essential quality which an individual should have. And then as an organization, we are moving upwards. So that way, this webinar holds a unique place. Thank you so much, sir.
Hello. Hello, sir. Am I audible? I am Pungudi, JCIT from Tamil Nadu.
Thank you, sir. And I'm watching Mr. Arvind Rawat Saab's face here, and I think I'm almost enthused to ask him to say something.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Arvind sir, giving me a chance to speak here. First of all, I am grateful to DTRTI Lucknow, ADG sir, and Arvind sir and Himanshu Pandey who prepared this course, and give us a chance to participate in this course. All the faculties I have heard very soft manner, and I appreciate that this webinar was very useful for us, and I hope and I request DTRTI to further organize such type of program and give a chance for more faculties to hear. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am Pungkodi, please speak out. We will hear you now.
Hello. Thank you for DTRTI Lucknow and the NADT team for arranging such a useful information for day-to-day life. And really that leadership program handled by IIM Management Authority and the spirituality done in the morning and the evening by Ramakrishna Mission and that was really useful for us. Actually, what we are expecting is, since it is little that these topic to be handled little elaborative, because it's very short title, with a limited period we could not get that concrete information effectively. I request the team to arrange further topic to be conducted based on that the depressions, how to manage stress, and how to manage the conflict between the personal life and the official life, because in this corona we all are stuck up with our family members inside that house. So to manage our life effectively, I think these topic may be taken up in future course of action that may be helpful for us. I'm thanking all of you for arranging such a wonderful seminar today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. And it is proving to be a challenge for us to meet the ever-rising requirement and need being expressed here. If anybody else would like to say something, you're most welcome.
Sir, I am Ajay Kulkarni here. When I saw the circular, I actually wanted to participate and nominate myself, but I'm very thankful to the principal CCIT Nagpur region for nominating to this course, and it has been a very, very useful and enriching experience of one-day webinar, and these speakers were at the top of their field, and we really thank RTI Lucknow. You are probably the best RTI in India. That a certificate I want to give you. Thank you.
Sir, we are very humbled with the certificate part of it, and thankful to you for having attended our sessions. And we are very, very enthused to bring absolutely new topics with a great deal of elaboration for you all, because ultimately we all feel that soft skills mean a lot in terms of how we perform and how we feel and how happy we are. So one last word we can take, if anybody else would like to say. Okay, friends, we have come to the end of today's session, and we are headed by Shri Vivek Kumar sir, who is the ADG of the DTRTI. So, friends, you heard sir in the morning also, and in the valedictory session, we are requesting sir to kindly deliver his valedictory address for this webinar. So,
thank you, Arvind Mishra sir. Dear friends, I would like to place on record my sincere thanks to Rakesh Mishra sir. जैसा कि अरविंद मिश्रा सर ने अभी भी बताया कि राकेश मिश्रा sir was instrumental in 2015 when he was ADG RTI here to take upon Lucknow DTRTI to conduct this course. I have joined this institution hardly a month back, and when I learnt of this All India course, I was wondering कि online में how do we conduct this course, how useful this will be, because these are the things which should be more of an interactive session. But I am really thankful to Arvind Mishra ji to have arranged for a very good faculty and all the participants who have come here. We are very enthused by the feedback which has been given to us by all the participants, and we hope in the times to come we will be able to meet the expectations and the high standards that have been set by DTRTI by its conducting the courses earlier on. There were many takeaways in this course. When I compare what my life had been and the issues which were discussed by all the three participants, there were many instances when I could feel as if my life is being played here. I hope this is what went with all the participants here, because there are times when you are grappling with issues and the final solution comes in that you have to look within. It is easier said than done that to have look within. It requires lots and lots of practice, mind control. There are many ways and paths to it. So dear friends, with these words, I would like to conclude, and we hope that in future also we are able to maintain the high standards. And as Dr. Himanshu Rai साहब ने कहा था कि हाथ को ऊंचा करिए और थोड़ा और ऊंचा करिए. We hope we are able to better our performance in the times to come. Thanks a lot for your patient listening and being part of us. Thank you, dear friends.
And now, friends, a vote of thanks from Shri Surendra Mohan Saab, who's our Joint Director Training. Sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm very grateful to the coach team headed by Sri Arvind Misra, sir, who organized such a marvelous session, and all the participants shown their emotions, how useful that session was. As far as I concerned, what I got from this session is that if someday I go back late in the to home from office, and in the morning before coming to office, I promised to my wife that I will take her to a fast food shop. So I have two options after returning back to home, that first to shout on her that I'm doing a lot of hard work and you are not recognizing. And second is that just say that, oh, I stay 10 hours a day in the home, but tomorrow I'm gonna start a startup and I'm going to quit my job and I will be 24 hours in the home. So definitely my wife will say that, thank you very much. You continue your job because we don't need you for 24 hours in a day. And if I apply the theory of the director I am, then I will say that it is ethical because I am following the rules and law because I can't shout on my wife, but it is immoral because I'm telling a lie. So at the end of it, I will thank all the participants for their presence in the session and their involvement, which we have seen. I congratulate from bottom of my heart to coach team headed by Arvind Misra sir. They did a marvelous job and a lot of hard work they have put to arrange the faculty for the course. I would thank all the support staff, including Mr. Gyan, for arranging all the infrastructure, though there was some technical glitches, but thank you very much to them for organizing such a flawless session. And last but not least, I will thank our ADG sir and Principal DG Training sir for gracing the occasion and making this program a successful. Thank you very much.
And I'd like to add that to request all the participants to kindly log into our Daksh portal of the DTRTI Lucknow, which helps us to bring the training programs to you. It helps us to manage the training processes in an automated manner. So kindly log into Daksh and give your feedback for the sessions for this program. We'll be sending you the link for Daksh and the feedback on your email IDs, on your name-based email IDs. So please check your mail anytime tomorrow to get those links and give us the feedback. We will be really wanting you to give us the feedback. We are crying out for it. So please give us feedback on Daksh. Thank you so much for having been with us. It's been a tremendous pleasure. And being a Friday, I wonder if we have taken too much of your time, but at the same time, we have had the pleasure of your nearness and togetherness, and it's been a great time along with you. So on behalf of my team and the DTRTI, I thank you all for being a part of this session, and please be connected with us. Don't forget us, and always be with us, be connected, as we will be with you. Thank you so much.